Good morning, students. How are you all? As you all aware with the current situation of COVID-19, I hope you all are good and safe. Everyone, please just stay at home and stay safe. As you know, now at the COVID situation, due to which we are conducting an online session for students. So, for today class, I am going to share my screen with you all. I am Anu Kumari, B.Ed students from Arihant College of Education. I am here to teach you English subject. But before starting the subject, here are some pictures for you. See these pictures and tell me what these pictures indicates. Here we see the four different seasons of our country, that is spring, summer, winter and autumn. This picture shows different season. I hope you all know about the different seasons we have. Students, as you all know that there are four different seasons in the country. They are named as summer, winter, spring and autumn. Summer. Summer is the most hottest season among all. In summer season, the temperature is very high, which may causes trouble to the people, animals and plants. Everyone faces trouble due to high temperature in summer. The second most season is winter season. Winter season is the most coolest season among all. The temperature in winter season is very low, which causes coolness. Some area may experience snow and ice in summer season. The third season is spring. Spring is known as the season of the year, as it brings green growth to the plants and trees. As you all see green sceneries around you all, around your environment at the time of spring season. The fourth and last season is autumn season. Autumn season is the best among all. It is the time when new leaves grow on the trees and many beautiful and colorful flowers come on the plants. Autumn season is also known as velvet season. You know why? Because of its colorful beauty and grace. In autumn seasons, we see new green leaves, colorful flowers. That's why autumn season is known as the velvet season. So students, today we are going to read about one season, that is autumn. Today we are going to learn a poem named Autumn. Autumn is the poem which is written by Kalidas. You know about the Kalidas? Anyone can answer who is Kalidas? Kalidas was a classical Sanskrit writer who is widely regarded as the greatest poet and dramatist in the Sanskrit language all over the world. Later, the autumn poem written by Kalidas is translated into English language by the author W. Rider. Now let's come on the poem Autumn. The autumn comes, a maiden fair, in slenderness and grace, with nodding rice steam in her hair and lilies in her face. In flower of grasses she is clad, and as she moves alone, bird greets her with their cooing glad, like a bracelet tinkling song. Here in the poem, now everyone read poem silently. The autumn comes, a maiden fair, in slenderness and grace. Here in the poem, the poet considers autumn season to be a young, beautiful girl who is slender and graceful. Means the autumn season look like a beautiful slim young girl who is attractive and slim. As we see in the picture, a girl sitting on the grass with flower. Like that, Kalidas has personified autumn season with a young girl with nodding rice steam in her hair and lilies in her face. Lilies in her face. In the third line, the poet says that rice steams decorates the hair of that girl and the lily flower adorn her face. In the next line, in a flower of grasses she is clad, and as she moves alone, but greets her with their cooing glad, like a bracelet tinkling song. Poet further describe autumn as the grasses around which looks like a dress of girl, or we can say that she wears the dresses of grasses. She is greeted by the words which sounds like a tinkling of bracelet. Have you ever heard the sound of a bracelet? That small light sound, ringing sound, like that. We can say that, which means the tinkling of the bracelet, which means it's make a light ringing sound as bracelet makes. Let's see these pictures. This picture shows the scenery of autumn season. In the first stanza, we get some new words. that is slenderness, nodding, cooing, and tinkling. Anyone knows the meaning of these words? The meaning of slenderness? Let me tell you. Slenderless means thin, light, but graceful. Like that young girl who is slim but still attractive and graceful. Second word is nodding. What is the meaning of nodding? Nodding means bending downwards and forward. Have you ever seen the rice steam which bends downwards and forward due to the air blow? That means nodding. Nodding. Third word is cooing. Cooing means to speak in soft, gentle voice. Here, fourth word is tinkling. Tinkling means to make a light ringing sound, just like sound of a bracelet. So here, students, you all have to make sentences using these new words in your rough notebook. You all have to make sentences using these words. Now in the other slide, we see the rhyming words which came in the first stanza of the poem. The rhyming words are fair, hair, clad, glad, grace, face, a long song. I hope you all understand the first stanza of the poet. What poet says about the autumn season. How poet personified autumn season as a young beautiful girl. So here is one question of mine for you. Who is the author of the poem Autumn? Autumn is the poem written by Kalidas, which is further translated into English by W. Rader. Now let's come to the second stanza of the poem. A diadem adorns the night of multitudinous stars. Her silken robe is white moonlight, set free from cloudy bars. Bewitching smiles are sown. She seems a slender maid who soon will be a woman grown. Now everyone read this stanza silently. In the second stanza, poet describe about the night in the season. The autumn, who is like a young girl, she has a crown of innumerable stars on her head. Means star crown which decorates the head of the young girl, which looks beautiful. Poet says that she has worn a silken dress of white moonlight and it looks so beautiful because there is no cloud in the sky. Poet further said that the young girl's face is bright like a moon. She is glowing like a moon. She is fascinating to everyone with a beautiful smile. Poet further explained that when autumn season starts, it looks like a very slim young girl, but after some week, it looked like an adult lady. He meant to say that when autumn season starts, we see new leaves, colorful flowers on the plants and trees. But after some week, the flowers and leaves grown bigger and the color also change, which looks something like fed. So he personified that fed color as a young, slim girl to an adult lady. His transformation from a young girl to a grown lady. I hope you all understand the second stanza of the poem. Now, here we get some new words. They are adorns, robe, bewitching, and bars. Can anyone tell me the meaning of adorns? Adorn means to decorate. How lilies adorn the face of that young lady means that lily decorate the face of that lady. Second word is robe, which means cloth. Robe is a type of cloth. Third word is bars doesn't means that iron rod or something. Bars means patches. Fourth word is bewitching. Bewitching means fascinating or attractive. That girl is slim but still fascinating, means still attractive. So, you all have to make sentences using these all new words adorn, robe, bars, and bewitching in your rough notebook. Now, I have a question for you all, that is, write one simile and metaphor from the poem Autumn. So far we have learned from the poem is in this poem, poet personified autumn season as a young girl. He explained that at the starting, the autumn looked slim, young, beautiful girl whose hair is decorated with rice stem and lilies adorn her face. Poet says that she wears the dress of grasses, but greets her with a light ringing sound as bracelet make. In the second stanza, poet described the night of autumn season. He says, at night, her head is decorated with star crown, which look beautiful. Her face is so white like moonlight, and is fascinating everyone with his smile. Poet says that at starting, Autumn looks like a young slim girl, but after some weeks it looks like a adult lady. Here in the poem we come across the inculcation of life skill of creative thinking. We seen in the poem that how poet personified creatively autumn season as a young lady. We also come across with the value education like neatness in balancing, in speaking and behaving, and also to develop love and appreciation for nature and its beauty. I hope you all understand the poem Autumn. Next chapter we will read in next class. Now come to the next slide. Here you see 3 links given. That one is for recapitulation, one is for application, and other is for homework. So you all have to go on this link on the Google form and have to answer all the questions. Everyone have to answer all the questions through this link. Go on the Google form through Google Classroom and answer these questions through the link. Okay then. Thank you, class.